That's better. Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. Today, we're gonna be talking about weeks 10 and 11 of my marathon training. Yes, we're gonna combine these, I think, as much as possible because I just don't have all the time I used to do 2 videos a week. And it makes sense because last week, week 10, was a pretty heavy running week, and this week is a cutback week. So I have less to talk about this week. An overall an overwhelming feeling about this training cycle is that I just feel 100 times better mentally and physically than I did in the previous cycle last summer for Chicago. I just feel more calm, more at peace with my running, and I feel like the training slower to run faster idea and mantra really is working for me. And I have to say, in the past, perhaps I was a bit of a skeptic about if it really works. And if you're like me, and you are also a skeptic about if it really works, I'm here to tell you I think it really works. I've noticed that on a lot of my runs, my easy pace has gone a little bit faster. My heart rate is able to stay lower at a faster pace. So we're gonna get to all that right now. Let's start with week 10. Okay, so last week I ran a total of 40 miles. Monday was a rest day, Tuesday was 7 easy, Wednesday was another rest day, Thursday was a speed workout, which we'll get to, Friday 5 easy, Saturday a rest day, and then on Sunday was my first 21-mile run of the training cycle. Rewinding back to last Tuesday, I did my 7 easy on the treadmill because it was raining and I just didn't feel like getting wet. I don't know. Some days I just don't feel like it, guys. I know. I can already hear the comments, get out there and run. So anyways, I ran on my parents' treadmill in the Nova Blast 3s, which I just did a video on. You can see that here. And I felt pretty good. I think I set the treadmill to about a 10-minute pace. It might have been a little bit higher than that to start, and then I brought the pace down just a bit. And I don't remember having any complaints about it. I think I felt pretty good. I don't have my exact splits, obviously, because it was on the treadmill and I didn't wear my watch, but I don't think that I have much to report on it, so we'll move on. As you know, if you've been watching these recap videos, I'm not a huge fan of speed workouts. So Wednesday night, I'm always like, oh, tomorrow I gotta do the speed workout. And that's kind of how I felt going into the speed workout last Thursday, but let me break it down for you. It was a 1-mile warm-up followed by 2 miles at an 8:15 to 8:30 minute per mile pace, then another mile easy, then another 2 miles at an 8:15 to 8:30 pace, and then a mile cool down. Actually, I'm remembering a lot of stuff that happened Thursday that I just completely forgot about and didn't tell you, but I'll tell you now. So Thursday, the Queen died, and I got called into work from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I was not happy about that, and I had a lot of Zoom calls and meetings and all this kind of stuff prior to me going in. So I started my run very, very late. And I had texted Kate before I went for the run saying like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm just gonna go out there and see what I can do. If I can't hit the times, if I can't even run 7 miles, then I won't and we'll reassess. But I don't know what's gonna happen out there. And she was like, yep, that's fine. We'll do what you need to do and we'll figure it out. So I didn't go out there with such a positive mindset. It was not a great mental health day for me. But I went out there and did my best, and I did manage to execute the workout. My 1-mile warm-up was a 10:26 pace, then my first 2 up-tempo miles were 8:17 and 8:24, then my easy mile in between was 9:47, and then my last 2 up-tempo were 8:06 and 8:17, and then my last cool down mile was 9:45. So I was really happy that I could execute this despite not feeling so great. And it just goes to show you, sometimes you just need like a minute to like come down to planet Earth and like get the irrational thoughts out of your head. I don't know if you guys are like this, but definitely for me, when something throws me off my routine, throws me off guard, I feel like I can't complete any task that day or in that moment. Like everything seems too impossible for me. So I really had to like bring myself down to planet Earth, come back from the irrational feelings and just see what I could do. And I ended up doing it. So if there's any feeling that you guys ever have where you just think you can't do it, just remember this, because that's exactly how I felt and I was able to execute it. And I felt pretty good doing it. RIP to the queen though. The next day, Friday, despite not getting to bed until like 3:30 a.m., I did my 5 easy. I had a 9:47 pace and a 1:43 heart rate. Again, I was feeling tired, kind of in a negative headspace about having to be awake till 2 a.m. again. And after I did the run, I felt a lot better. Okay, so then last Sunday was my first of 2 21-mile runs. And I feel like I kind of killed it despite the not so great situations with sleep and stuff like that for the back half of the week. For 21 miles, I had a 10:09 average pace. My the duration of the run was 3:33:21. And my average heart rate was 143 BPM. I will put the split somewhere on the screen so you can check them out. I tried to stay relatively conservative for this because there were no up-tempo miles or faster miles at the end that were prescribed to me. So I just was gonna do what I wanted to do and just see how I felt. And I ran the majority of the run in the 10s, in the moderate 10s. And then the last 3 miles, I ended up, just because I felt good, I did a 9:56, a 9:52, and a 9:21. So my fastest mile of the run was my last mile at 9:21. I had 4 honey stingers, I had 2 fruit smoothies and 2 kiwis. I had my little handheld water bottle. I did go fill it up at my parents' house with some water. I usually mix it with Gatorade and water first, and then once I drink that, when I go to my parents' house, I just fill it up with water. And I felt fine. I had no stomach issues, no nutrition issues. It really went smooth, and I just mentally felt good. You know, there's always points in the run on really long runs where you're like, ugh, I want this to end. And for me, that was kind of like miles 13 to 15. That's at the point where you've already run a lot, but you still have a lot to go. So after I got through that hump, I felt a lot better mentally, but that's really all that I experienced. I listened to music and just felt really solid. I couldn't have picked a better experience. So I'm hoping that my next 21-mile run will be the same way. We'll see. Okay, so let's move on to week 11. 32 miles. Again, it's a cutback week. Monday was a rest day. Tuesday, I did 7 easy. Wednesday was another rest day. Thursday, I did 5 easy, which is today. Tomorrow I'm doing 5 easy, and Saturday's a rest day, and then Sunday is a 15-mile cut. Is that right? Yeah, 15-mile cut. I've been reading it wrong this whole time, thinking I had 18 miles this week, but I don't. So for the 7 easy on Tuesday, I honestly didn't want to do it, to be quite honest with you. I was tired. My body felt banged the F up. It was just one of those days where I was kind of being a slug, had to go into the city for work. I know, boo-hoo, woe was me. But as I always do, I got up and did it anyway, and I had a good run. Go figure, right? See, it seems like there's a pattern here with me not wanting to do something and then it ending up in being fine. So I did that with an average pace of 9:53, and my average heart rate was 141 BPM. Today's run, Thursday, typically a speed day, but not today. Not today, everybody. I did 5 easy. It is a beautiful day outside today. There is no humidity. Well, it's like 47 or 43% or something. I looked on my phone. But compared to the 93, 95, 97% humidity we've been having, I will take it. There's a nice breeze, it's cool. I don't even think it's 70 degrees outside yet. It's basically winter. 9:44 average pace, and my heart rate was 147 BPM. Did I negative split? I did a 10:03, a 9:43, and then miles 3, 4, and 5 all had the same exact split, 9:39. Go figure. I don't know, I just felt like I could breathe out there, guys. And I wore a new shoe. I wore the New Balance Fresh Foam More V4, which depending on when I put out this video, I either have made a first run impressions video of or I'm about to. So obviously I haven't done the Friday run yet, which will be 5 easy. I don't foresee there being much to report on that, but if so, I'll put a clip right here. And obviously I haven't done my 15 easy yet. So when that happens, I'll put a clip here. All right, I finished my 15 miles. I did it in 2:28:09, 9:52 average pace, and I think my heart rate overall was 144 BPM. Solid day, loving this weather. It's like kind of hot, but there's a nice breeze. I don't know, this is the kind of stuff that I love. What else? What can I say about this run? I felt really good the entire time. Ruby, I started out a little bit slower and then tried to cut back a bit. So by the end, I think I finished with the 9:30 mile. I don't know. As usual, the splits will be here somewhere. So if that's totally wrong, you'll see what it really was. I had 2 honey stingers, and then my handheld water bottle, Gatorade and water mix. And I did stop at my parents' house just to get a little bit more water. I probably could have done without it, but it's just become routine at this point. So I like going. And yeah, wore the New Balance Super Comp trainer, my race day shoe. Got to order a new pair like today. Proud of myself for getting it done and staying in a positive mindset. Judging by how those 2 runs go, I have to say I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling positive. I am feeling hype for this race. And I love that it's not a race I have to travel to. I can just go to sleep in my own bed, drive to the race, drive home and go to sleep in my own bed. That is something that I really haven't experienced for a very, very long race like this. So I'm ready to experience it, even if the course really isn't particularly legendary, interesting, fun, exciting, whatever. Well, everyone, that concludes my recap of weeks 10 and 11 of Suffolk County Marathon training. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. Do you like my Harry Styles hat? We've been doing all this late night talking. I have another video for you on Sunday, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like Heller. See you next time. Thing you wanna till the morning, now you're in my life. I can get you off my mind. All right, I'm starving. I gotta eat lunch. Let's go, Scoob.